before we get into this one. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more real, raw stories you won't find anywhere else. And after hearing this, share your thoughts in the comments. I want to know what you do in my situation. It started with a simple realization: 94 days. 94 days without a hug, without a touch, without the warmth I used to take for granted. At first, I tried to ignore it, blaming stress, fatigue, maybe her mood. I told myself it was temporary, that life just got in the way. But the silence, the distance, the coldness, it grew heavier with each passing day, like a storm I couldn't escape. I noticed it in the little things. The way she sat on the couch, physically close but emotionally miles away. The way her phone buzzed and she'd smile at someone else, my name forgotten, her laughter no longer reached me. It was like she had built walls I couldn't climb. I tried to speak up. "Is everything okay?" I asked one evening, trying to keep my tone gentle. She nodded, barely meeting my eyes. "I'm fine," she said, the words hollow. I wanted to believe her. I wanted to hope that tomorrow would be different. But tomorrow wasn't different, and the day after that wasn't either. The turning point came on the 94th day. I'd stayed quiet, watching, hoping she'd notice the absence, hoping she'd reach out. But nothing changed. That night, after dinner, I sat across from her and felt the weight of months pressing down. My heart ached, not just for touch, but for acknowledgement, for love, for the bond that had once been unbreakable. I finally said it, my voice low but firm. "I can't do this anymore. I can't keep living like I don't exist to you. I need more than this." Her eyes widened, shock flickering across her face. She opened her mouth, then closed it again. I saw the hesitation, the flicker of guilt, but I couldn't wait any longer. I stood up, gathered a few things, and walked to the door. Every step felt like pulling my heart out of my chest. Then, just as I was about to leave, she called my name. "Wait!" Her voice cracked, raw and desperate. I paused, hand on the doorknob. She came closer, tears streaming down her face. "Please, don't go. I didn't realize. I didn't mean to hurt you. I want you here." I looked at her, at the woman I loved, and felt a rush of emotions. Love, pain, anger, heartbreak, and a flicker of hope. But hope, I realized, isn't enough when respect, attention, and care have been absent for months. "I've waited 94 days, I said quietly, holding back the tears. "I can't live in a house where I feel invisible. I needed you then, and you weren't there. I can't wait anymore." Her sobs filled the room, each one a reminder of the distance that had grown between us. She begged, pleaded, promised she'd change. But words, after months of neglect, were empty shells. The love I needed wasn't in promises. It was in actions, in the simplest gesture, a hug, a touch, a sign that I mattered. I left that night, feeling a mixture of grief and liberation. The apartment felt smaller without me there, but my heart felt lighter for the first time in months. I realized something crucial. Love isn't just about staying together. It's about being present, being seen, and being valued. And if those things aren't there, sometimes leaving is the only way to reclaim yourself. The days after were hard. I thought about her constantly, replayed the moments, the missed hugs, the nights of silence. But with every thought, I also remember my worth. I remember that love isn't just about giving. It's about receiving, about feeling whole, not hollowed out by neglect. And slowly I began to heal. I found solace in friends, in routines, in small joys I had forgotten. I realized that the pain of leaving was temporary compared to the slow, gnawing hurt of staying where I wasn't loved fully. Even now, when I think about that night, I feel the sting of absence and the echo of her tears. But I also feel the quiet strength that comes from choosing yourself, from knowing that no one has a right to make you feel invisible for months and expect your love to remain unwavering. So, before you go, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever had to walk away to save yourself? How did it feel? I want to hear your stories, because sometimes leaving is the hardest choice, and the most necessary one. Because at the end of the day, you deserve to be seen, to be held, to be loved, and no one has a right to make you wait 94 days to feel that.